Hello, hello, hello. Well, that was odd. I had started this, but it wasn't working correctly. So we're starting again. My name is Teresa Micheletti, and this site is called Take What Rings True. So if you believe what I say, fine. If you don't believe what I say, let it go. So these are my spiritual thoughts, my thoughts about a subject. And today I want to talk about being an imposter, which I know a lot of us feel like we're an imposter. Not all the time, but some of the time. So, do you ever feel like you're not worthy enough, not good enough, you don't know enough, you're not perfect enough, you're not supposed to be here, whatever situation you're in, you don't know what to say, you don't know what to do, or you shouldn't just be in that situation? Sometimes we don't want to be where we are, and we feel like someone is going to announce, "You're an imposter." Really, that means you just care about the situation or the space you're in, but you're not quite ready. You don't feel like you're ready. So you might not feel like you're worthy enough. You might not feel like you're good enough, but you are. So stop doubting it. So if you feel like you don't know enough or you're not perfect enough, stop. Consider the situation or the time an opportunity. Only God knows everything. Take a breath. There's a reason you're in that room, in that space, in that situation. You don't need to be perfect. No one is perfect except God. You don't need to know everything. What can you learn from this point in time, from the time that you're questioning, the time you're thinking, oh, I'm an imposter? Maybe you're just there to observe. Maybe it's an opportunity for you to help in some way, an opportunity for you to shift in some way. Maybe it's to gain knowledge so that you can go in a different direction. So when you feel like that, like, oh no, I shouldn't be here for some reason, I'm an imposter, somebody's going to know I'm not supposed to be here. Maybe it's just a fork in the road and you step onto a new path. So when you feel like that, or when that thought comes across, then just stop and be open. Explore the opportunity. What is it about this situation, this point in time, this event that's an opportunity for you? I remember feeling inadequate and definitely not knowledgeable, being a new teacher and spending a day listening to a presenter. She was using terms and acronyms like ESL, LEP, SIP, Title I, and I had no clue what she was talking about. Most of the day, it was like I was clueless, and I didn't want to be embarrassed by asking, probably because this lady was a friend of my mom's. And so I doubly felt uncomfortable. Number one, I was a new teacher. Number two, I didn't want to appear to be totally unknowledgeable in front of my mom's friend. On the other hand, now I would just like ask, like raise my hand. It's like, I don't understand these acronyms. Could you please explain what is ESL? What is LEP? What is SIP? I remember thinking I could never present to a big group like she was doing. Little did I know, literally, I would be doing exactly that kind of presenting to large groups internationally, just not at that time. I needed to gain some knowledge and experience, and I needed to remember to explain acronyms when I use them. So I am very careful when I'm using acronyms to explain them. There was a reason to be in that room at that time because it made me a better presenter eventually. Remember, you are unique and you're on your own life journey. You don't have to be like the person you're watching. You don't have to be like the other people in the room or the other people in the situation or event. Often we're put in positions or places or situations to learn. And it's okay not to know everything. It's okay to feel uncomfortable. If you do, stop and think, okay, what could I be learning from this? What is happening around me? What do I need to see? What do I need to understand? Is there someone that's giving me a clue of how not to act or how to act? Sometimes we're just gathering information or recognizing the opportunity. It's okay not to know. I was listening to a story about Anne Hathaway, the actress, who started her career and starred in a number of movies. One series was The Princess Diaries, and she felt very misunderstood and anxious about speaking in public. She felt very uncomfortable being in the public spotlight. Well, she felt like an imposter. Now, was she an imposter? No, but she felt like it. And that's okay. It's okay to feel uncomfortable. It's okay not to know. It's okay to feel unworthy, inadequate, not ready. That's okay. So, the next time you feel like, oh no, people are going to find out I shouldn't be here, then just stop and decide, what is it that you need to know? What is it that you can learn from the situation? I remember a friend of mine, Silicon Valley person, wanted me to help him with his company. And I had just exited from teaching in elementary school and college. And I'm thinking, I'm not a Silicon Valley person. He wanted me to go to a conference, and he had cards made up showing that I was a member of the company. And I'm thinking, somebody's going to ask me questions like, who am I? What am I? Why am I there? What is this technology? What is this software? Okay. So no one asked me any of those questions. No one. So eventually I learned, if I go to a conference with that company, it's okay. I'm just a representative, and I can say, I don't know. I'm not the tech person. I'm a person that just helps organize things and helps to write grants. That's it. And I'm not the tech person. So you can claim your little part, but you don't have to be the be all and end all. I remember feeling so uncomfortable. I was sure people would just know I was an imposter. So I've learned from going to big deal conferences, like the National Conference on RSA, the Security Conference. Nobody asked me a question. In fact, somebody from Homeland Security offered me a job. So just because you don't know everything, maybe you know a little bit. Maybe you're not supposed to know anything. Maybe you're just observing and finding out, why are you there? What's happening? And I learned pretty quick that it's okay. I don't have to know everything. It's okay if I am clueless, feeling inadequate. Just remember, there's a reason I'm there. What could I learn from this? And only God is perfect. I don't have to be perfect. God can be perfect, and I can just be a human that's experiencing. And I know that we go through this life on this earth, to experience and to learn and share our information, I believe, with our Creator, God, who created us to experience. So a lot of it's just our attitude and our point of view. So stop trying to be the expert, trying to know everything. It's okay. This is a journey. You are the only one on your journey. And no one else knows your whole journey. No one else knows what you feel, what you think, how you react. They can see parts of it, but they don't know you totally. Only you do. So take a breath. And the next time you're in an uncomfortable situation where you feel like, maybe I'm an imposter, let it go. There's a reason for you to be there. Stop and think, okay, what can I learn from this situation? Is it just a different way to act, a different way to gather information, or how not to act, how not to interact with people? Sometimes it's just being the observer. And it's okay. You're on your own life journey. No one else is on your journey. And just claim your journey and stop worrying about what other people are thinking. That's not important. What's important is you, your reactions, how you overcome things, how you react to things, your choices. So take a breath and know you are in the right space, the right time. You are worthy. You are knowledgeable enough. You are able to do what you need to do in this lifetime. Just go with it. You don't have to know everything. You are enough. You are perfect enough. You are good enough. You are worthy. You are supposed to be wherever you are. If you don't know what to say, that's fine. Just listen. Or say, I don't know. I'll think about that. Whatever it is, that's the correct response. If you don't know what to do, okay, then take a breath and maybe you're there as an observer. But just know you are on your journey and you are where you're supposed to be doing what you're supposed to be doing. So thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you next week on Wednesday at 10 a.m. Pacific time, which is 10, 11, 12, 1 on the East Coast if you're on YouTube, and 11 o'clock a.m. on Facebook, and 11, 12, 1, 2 on the East Coast. I have to count my fingers, sometimes. Anyway, nice to see you. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next week. Bye.